Holman Award. It's named in honor of a former Franklin College professor whose love of learning and inspirational teaching transcended the classroom. To be awarded each spring to a student whose actions best exemplify sensitivity and mindfulness to other cultures and whose behavior has been instrumental in helping the community gain awareness of cultural issues. Selection also will be made by a committee composed of the Dean of the College, Dean of Students, member of the faculty, Dean of Admissions, and a student body member ex officio. Let me first explain to those of you who are not familiar with who Gerda Holman was, or rather Frau Holman, as she was known as to students. She was born in 1921 in the eastern part of Germany and eventually moved to Berlin in the 1930s. She was a young champion figure skater at the age of 16. She was an acclaimed actress in Germany throughout the years of Hitler. She moved later to the United States and decided to go to evening school to get a BA at Fairleigh Dickinson. And she later received a master's degree at Pace University in New York. She returned to Europe and in 1972, in Franklin's third year of existence, began her teaching career in the field of history and German. She continued to teach at Franklin until her death in 1985. She traveled the world with her children and hence knew how to travel very well with Franklin students. Her academic travels took students behind the Iron Curtain to Moscow, to Hungary, where she actually started an exchange program. She could be called Franklin College's true first ambassador, as she always believed the world could be made smaller if we just knew each other a little bit better. She believed in global learning, immersion into cultures, seeing and experiencing history rather than learning from textbooks. She was trusted by many, many students, regardless of their backgrounds. Gerda saw the people of the world for their shared experiences rather than their differences. This year, we are proud to have two recipients of the Gerda Holman Award. It was just too darn difficult to decide. Both of these students have demonstrated their ability to accept difference and to cross borders. They have participated wholly in the academic and social life of the Franklin College experience. But foremost, they were both students who have been present, visible leaders without ever having it all about being all about them. The first recipient is a master of exploring borders, whether they're geographical borders or metaphorical borders. His passion for cultural investigation and fierce curiosity drive him to ask questions, seek understanding, and discover truth. During his time at Franklin, he has taken the challenge of Franklin's mission of intercultural communication and international examination very seriously. From cruising the roads of Switzerland on the Smart Car Rally to peeling away layers of Paris or scaling the heights of Angkor Wat and Thailand to casually slipping in a last-minute trek to India, he has sought to squeeze every last cultural drop out of his experience at Franklin. His open-mindedness and his appreciation for cultures other than his own has been intentionally developed after rich and thoughtful reflection. He has a distinct and confident understanding of his own culture because he's had a chance to experience and understand other cultures. He will be the first one to tell you there's no such thing as right and wrong when it comes to culture. And I'm very, very proud and happy to ask one Diego Martinez to come up to the stage. The second recipient of the Gerda Holman Award goes to a student who has been heavily involved in the Franklin international community. His involvement in nearly every corner of the campus has clearly been demonstrated in his leadership and his dedication to the college. A staff member who has worked with this student for many years says he has demonstrated his commitment to learning and growing in his own identity as a man, as well as learning about the perspective of other men from around the world. He engaged in dialogue about what masculinity looks like as an American and actively sought an understanding about what masculinity looks like in other cultures across the world. He's gone above and beyond in demonstrating his conviction to supporting new students and providing a successful Franklin experience to first-year students from around the globe. He has shown his passion for global citizenship, intercultural communication, and social justice. His focus during conversations at, again, Be the Change Conference on Social Justice revolved around social change, but on a global scale, for peoples of all cultures and nations. In addition to his co-curricular endeavors, he is an impeccable student. His work on global social movements with Professor Vogelaar is an advanced academic perspective in an emerging and continuing global trend with serious social implications. He takes his studies seriously. He focuses on issues and topics that he's passionate about pursuing later for his professional career. On top of the impressive list of leadership responsibilities and academic achievements, he somehow manages to have a fulfilling personal life full of friends, fun, and travel. The stories he can share about his connections with Bedouins in Israel or spiritual journeys in Peru would make many travelers blush. He is a true interculturalist, a true diplomat, and a true global citizen. I really think that there's no other person that represents the intercultural mission and goals of Franklin College than Tarek Kutay.